We're here into our Kraken segment of the show. We're in the off season now. The Stanley Cup playoffs are continuing, but some more off season things are happening and stuff that affects our Firebirds, like our friend RJ talked about last week. So we'll get into that. On the 24th, the team signed defenseman Caden Price to his entry-level contract. The Kraken signed the 2023 third-round pick to an entry-level contract. It's a 3-year, two-way contract at $908,000 AAV. It is set to begin next season, and he is expected to report to Seattle's AHL affiliate, the Coachella Valley Firebirds, on an amateur tryout contract for the remainder of the season. Price, a 6'1", 185-pound defenseman, recorded 55 points, 13 goals, and 42 assists across 62 regular season games with the Kelowna Rockets of the WHL this past year, establishing WHL career highs in goals, assists, points, power play goals, and points per game. Despite playing in 3 fewer games this season, Price saw his point total increase by 15. His 55 points this season topped Kelowna Blue Liners and ranked 12th amongst all WHL defensemen, with his efforts earning him all WHL second-team honors at the conclusion of the regular season. Price added 11 points, 1 goal, 10 assists in 11 playoff games with the Rockets, which ranked 4th among his team's skaters and led Kelowna defensemen. Price has spent his entire WHL career with the Rockets, totaling 116 points, 20 goals, 96 assists in 174 regular season games over the course of 3 seasons. He was named his team's top defenseman in both 2022-23 and 23-24 after leading Kelowna Blue Liners in scoring both seasons. A native of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Price represented Canada at the IIHF 2023 U18 World Junior Championship, helping take home a bronze medal. He also donned the maple leaf at the 2022 Hlinka Gretzky Cup, where he won a gold medal. Price was selected in the third round, 83rd overall by the Kraken this past year. Immediately going over to probably the biggest news of the offseason so far for the Kraken. The next day, it was announced by the team that starting next season, all non-nationally televised games for the Kraken will be broadcast on Kong, with 15 games simulcast on King 5 in Seattle. King 5 becomes the official TV partner of the Kraken, taking you behind the scenes with exclusive Kraken content and game coverage throughout the course of the season. Across Washington, Oregon, and Alaska, Prime members, Amazon Prime Video members, will be able to stream games on Prime with no additional cost. The big announcement, and one that a lot of people were wondering about potentially, John Forsland, JT Brown, Eddie Olczyk, Allison Lukan, and Nick Olczyk will all stay together as the Kraken's broadcast team. Games will be broadcast free over the air in Portland and Spokane. Additional TV markets will be added in the coming months across Washington, Oregon, and Alaska. Also in the release, it says to stay tuned as more exciting broadcast announcements will be made coming later this summer. I'll let you think about what those different announcements could be. I don't want to speculate on it, just because, some people that I know are involved and people I consider friends. But, in my personal opinion, this is really big for growing the Kraken's fan base. You look at Root, and I've grown up with Root, watching the Mariners games all the time. It's been really cool to interact with folks that I've been watching on Root, as I've grown up. I've got a lot of friends who work for Root, so it's understandably tough. Change is tough. But I know that with the price increase, that was something that was frustrating for folks. A lot of folks under some of our Kraken content would be like, oh, I wish I could watch the games. And I have to be like, well, I can only do so much. We're an independent news outlet. I can't do anything about that. But making these things free to watch, free to stream on Amazon Prime Video is big. You want to grow your fan base. You want to get more people in this area of the Pacific Northwest to watch hockey, specifically Kraken hockey, and to become Kraken fans. This allows you to do that. Obviously the ticket prices are one thing, and then it'd be like, oh, I'll watch the game at home. A lot of people couldn't because of Root. They didn't want to pay for it, so on and so forth. Or they didn't have cable, right? So, giving them the options here is going to be big. I think it's going to help, and especially as a potential NBA team looms in terms of getting, the interest of fans and the attention of fans in the area. Doing something like this is a great step to help growing your fan base and growing your reach in this area in the immediate term. So obviously adding free agents would help with that, or making some big trades as well would help with that, but that's later in the off season. So